Another useful feature in GUI is called tooltip. It is a short text when you hover your cursor above an object. Here we're going to add the tooltip to the push button. So in order to add the tooltip, all you need to do is go to the property of this object, you click it, and then you will see there's something called interactivity. And in the interactivity, you will see a tooltip. So here is, you can add, like, click to increase or decrease mouse clicks. Click numbers. So once you did it, you don't need to do any coding. So let's give it a try. Here you go. You'll see the tooltip. Next, we're going to add some menu items to the GUI. It is not the context menu, but the menu on the top of the window. So we will add the menu bar. And I think we just need to remove the extra one. And what we're going to do is to add the choice of, let's say, options. Under this option, we will have, once is the text color, and the other is change mode. So the text color is to change the color of the label. The change mode is whether to increment by 1 or decrement by 1. So let's go to the text color. So I will hit here as black. I'm going to change the name to black, and then the red, green, and blue. I will make some changes to the change mode, which is increment by 1, and then you add another one called decrement by 1. All right. Okay, and I save it, and I'm going to give it run first, and you will see there's a menu here. But if I select an item, nothing happens. Why? Because I haven't provided any callback function to those menu items. So next, I'm going to add the callback function to those menu items. So I think what I'm going to do is right over here. So we have black menu underscore 2. This will change the text color to black. And actually, we don't need to create any additional callback function. We can just reuse the callback function we just created. All right, so we go to callbacks. And I think we need to select this first, and then callback. And all I need to do is select this callback function, which is used by the context menu over here. Because they do the same thing, I can use the same callback function. Similarly, if I go to the red, I will say red menu selected. For the green, I will say green menu selected. For the blue, I will use the blue menu selected. Similarly, I can set the callback function for increment by 1, and it should be increment by 1 menu selected, and decrement by 1 selected, because you will use the same callback function for the context menu. Okay. All right, with that, we will save and test it out. So I will say text color. If I change red, it's going to red, green, and blue. If I click it, it's in the mode of increment by 1. If I change the mode to decrement by 1, that's it. Or I can change it back to increment by 1. So here are the demos how you can choose the context menu as well as the menu bar items to decorate your GUI.